day. Welcome to the island Born of Fire, the province of Camiguin. Before we go to our first destination and activities, let me introduce myself first. My name is Anami Iliagas, but you can call me Atiana from EMA Travel and Tourist. And here beside me, our coach captain, Kuya Jan. Say hi, Kuya Jan. Kuya Jan is a 5 years licensed professional driver. We assure your safety and security. But before we drop off to our first destination, let me give you some friendly reminder. First, always wear your protective gear essentials, your face mask, face shield, and always keep your alcohol by your side. And don't leave your things unattended. Always bring your things to be with you all the time. And number 2, observe body-to-body system, which means that you need someone to be with you all the time. And please synchronize your time with me so that no one will left behind. And my time here is 7:30 a.m. And number 3, here are things. If you wonder what it is, if I whistle once and raise a blue flag, it means that you have enough time to roam around. You can take a picture, buy souvenirs, and you can interact with the culture. But if I whistle twice and raise a red flag, it means that you have 5 minutes left to roam around to the destination and go back to our bus. And number 4, I also have a first aid kit in case of emergency. So Torres, let's start our head count, starting with user 1, 2, 3, 30. We are complete, including me and our coach captain. And lastly, dispose your garbage properly. So Torres, it's exactly 8 a.m. in the morning. And please synchronize your time with me to avoid the less. So let's bow our head and let's feel the presence of the Lord. And let's start our trip with a prayer. Amen. So, are you excited, my dear Torres? Yes, I know you are. If you have any questions and clarifications, don't hesitate to approach me. But don't forget to enjoy this entire tour. While we travel to our first destination, let me tell you some interesting thing about Camiguin, like the history of Camiguin, the food delicacy, and the festival and events, and many more. Camiguin is a small and peaceful island province in the Philippines, located in the Bohol Sea of the northern coast of Mindanao. It may be the smallest island in Mindanao and the second smallest province in the Philippines, but it has surprisingly a lot of tourist spots to offer. The name Camiguin is derived from the native word Camagok, a species of ebony tree that thrives near Lake Mainit in the province of Surigao del Norte, the region from which the earlier inhabitants of the islands, the Manobos, named Kinamigin. The local language of Camiguin is closely related to the Manobo language. An earlier Spanish geography book spells the island as Camiguin. There is reason to suppose the Spanish dropped the final G. Today it is rendered as Camiguin. Dubbed the island Born of Fire, Camiguin is home to 7 volcanoes that continues to shape and reshape its unique landscape. The interior forest reserves known as Mount Hibok-Hibok Protected Landscape have been declared an Asian Heritage Park. But for beach lovers, it's the water-based attractions that make Camiguin special. The compact island also hides numerous waterfalls, natural springs, uncharted beaches, and diving spots that will please adventuring travelers. Camiguin is home to a mysterious sunken cemetery which continues to fascinate travelers from all over the world. And events in Camiguin. The province of Camiguin is known to many as the home of the sweetest lanzones in the Philippines. As a way to honor the bounty harvest of the lanzones fruit, Lanzones Festival is celebrated annually every third week of October with a pack of activities. Locals and tourists from different places gather together to witness the most awaited vibrant event of the province. The other festival event is Panaad Festival. The Panaad in Camiguin is different from the other Panaad festivals in the neighboring towns of Visayas and Mindanao. Every April 21 to 22, devotees trek coming from the neighboring municipalities, cities, and provinces in Visayas and Mindanao to Camiguin's walkway considered the region's Holy Week event. Panaad means to walk around the island of Camiguin for a promise. The 64-kilometer walk serves as a test as how much one will endure to keep promise. To keep the essence of the Holy Week, the 14 stations of the cross serve as the guide of the whole walk and are posted throughout the island starting in Binuni, Mahino, just around 300 meters from the wharf. Because the participant has to walk around Camiguin, the Panaad event is also referred to as round by the locals every Holy Week, especially on Holy Thursday and Good Friday. The locals of Camiguin, especially the devotees, observes its annual festival of Panaad Montang promise as they walk going up to the 8-kilometer path of Station of the Cross. The holy activity is being observed as an expression of penitence and renewal of one's spirit. Camiguin Food Delicacy. Another local specialty is Pastel de Camiguin. Pastel is a proudly Camiguin delicacy, a dessert bun filled with yema, purple yam, or bakay puno, which is a popular souvenir item that travelers like to take home for friends and family. Camiguin also has its share of unique snacks made with local ingredients like kiping. Kiping is a thin, crispy wafer shaped like a plate that's made from dried sweet potatoes mixed with water, then fried and drizzled with latek, a sweet caramelized coconut sauce. Next is sinaging. Sinaging is a mixture of banana saba, sugar ground mixed rice, condensed milk, and coconut wrapped in puso packets made of woven coconut leaves. Next is koter. Koter is a coconut wine mixed with ground cacao, evaporated milk, and beaten chicken eggs. We are here, our first destination, the Sunken Cemetery. Much of the island province of Camiguin was formed through earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Camiguin's most iconic landmark is the Sunken Cemetery, a graveyard under the sea marked by a huge cross. This fascinating site was formed in the 1870s when Mount Volcan erupted, causing the cemetery above, along with the capital city and old town of Catarman, sea level. The looming cross that stands today serves as a commemorative marker for those who lost their lives. Through the cross is visible from a platform on the main coastal road. Travelers can take a short boat ride to step onto the platform and cruise itself. Those who want a unique experience can also go snorkeling and scuba diving to see the cemetery, which was driven underwater when the volcano erupted. According to locals, tombstones encrusted by rock corals beneath the cross can still be seen by snorkelers and scuba divers. Old Church. Old Church, also known as the Old Bulbon Church ruins of Catarman. The Guyub ruins are the remnants of the Spanish-era church after the catastrophic 1871 eruption of Mount Volcan. The ruins tell a story of destruction and resilience. Declared a national cultural treasure of the Philippines, only the church and bell tower remain intact of this 16th century structure and one of the oldest in Camiguin. Katibawasan Falls. Katibawasan Falls is 5 kilometers southeast of Mambaao. The Katibawasan Falls cascades 200 feet 250 feet, 76 meters down to a pool surrounded by orchids and ferns. An invigorating dip on the pool is popular especially in warmer days, and several hiking trails are within the park. This is also the favorite jump-off point for trekkers and mountaineers. Tuasan Falls is located 6 km 3.57 miles northeast of Catarman. Unfortunately, accessing the falls no longer entails a scenic hike passing through the barrio of Mainit, Catarman and along the Rocky River Bend. The local government to accommodate local tourism decided in 2012 to improve access to the falls. White Island. The Philippines has its share of beautiful beaches, and Camiguin has one of the best. White Island is a scenic white sandbar with powdery fine sand located just 1.4 km of the northern shore of Mambao that offers a picturesque spot for swimming and picnics. Mantigi Island. Another top tourist draws in Camiguin is Mantigi Island Nature Park. This protected marine sanctuary with 4 hectares of evergreen forest fringe with white sandy beaches is ideal for swimming and snorkeling. Tibok-Kibok's Hot Spring. As a volcanic island, Camiguin has numerous hot and cold volcanic springs popular with locals and international travelers. One of the most popular is Ardent Hot Springs, which has several pools with fresh and hot sulfuric water heated by Hibok-Kibok volcano, ranging from 33 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. The water comes right out of the forest and gets mixed with colder water into the separate pools and arranged in cascades. Santo Niño Cold Spring. Those who want to cool down can head to the Santo Niño Cold Spring, a large pool with a refreshingly chill 20 degrees Celsius temperature. This natural cold spring flows down from Mount Mamba, covered by layers of minerals from the mountain, making it is naturally clean and crystal clear. It is quite large and deep, ranging from 4 feet to 8 feet. The water here flows into a smaller pool built for children. Locals believe that the bathing in this spring for an hour or more has beneficial effects on the skin, saying it makes the skin feel smoother and look younger. Phase out in a soda water park. One of the more unique natural springs in Camiguin is a soda pool, known for have natural streaming soda water, which locals claim has a fizzy taste. Visitors can try drinking soda water directly from a drinking fountain nearby. While time has degraded the natural soda underwater and changes the taste of the soda water to fresh water, this is a scenic and refreshing place to take a dip. The soda swimming pool is surrounded by lush greenery of trees and flowery bushes, making it a pleasant stop for picnic. It is sad to say that this marks the end of our very informative tour. Are there questions, clarifications, or rest suggestions? Just let me know, okay? I hope everyone enjoyed and learned a lot from our trips. In behalf of AMA of EMA Travel and Tours, I would like to thank all of you for choosing us to be part of your very unforgettable trip. I hope to see you again in your future tours. Enjoy the rest of your days here in Camiguin and have a safe trip back home. Take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and kill nothing but time. Again, this is Hannah signing off. Thank you and goodbye. It's more fun in the Philippines, it's more fun in Camiguin. Mabuhay!